Hello everyone and welcome to this session. In this session we will study about the display list and display models. Okay, so let us start now. The display list. What is the display list? A display list is a group of OpenGL commands and that has been stored for subsequent execution. So display are the group of command that has been stored for subsequent execution. The GL new list function command begins with the creation of display list. GL new list function is the command begins with the creation of display list, and GL end list function ends it. Means we have to use two method, that is GL new list and a GL end list, to create the display function and end the display function. With few exception, OpenGL commands called between the new GL new list function and GL end list function. To trigger the execution of list or set of the list using GL command list or a GL call list, and supply the identified number of particular list or lists. You can manage the indices using used to identify the display list with GL GEN general list function, then GL list base function, and GL list GLS list function. Finally, you can detect a set of display list with GL delete list. So you have to understand which type of function used in the GL display list, and call to the display list, that is a GL call list, and uh, to manage the display list we have used several functions like GL general list, GL base list, GL list base, and GL list. Finally, you can delete the set of display list with the function with the using function GL delete list. Okay, so now in a second section, so this is the diagram how to interact with the display list. So display list illustrate how we can use the client and server on a network to improve the graphics performance. The computer would send out the necessary information to redraw or display the rate of sufficient avoid noticeable flicker. In the past, since the computer were slow and expensive, the cost of keeping even a simple display refreshed was prohibitive for all but few applications. The solution is to problem was to build a special purpose computer called as a display processor. So here a display processor is there to display the list, and this is the diagram. Today the display processor is a graphical server and the user program on the host computer is a client. Host is a client and the display processor is a server, and which display the display file uh, and a display CRT or monitor. So we can send the graphical entities to a display in one of the two ways. So we can send the graphical entity to display in one of the two ways. First, send the complete description of our object to the graphics server. In first case, we send the complete description of our object on the graphics server. For a typical geometric primitive, this transfer consists of sending vertices, attribute, and primitive types. Send the complete description of our object, and this description includes the primitive graphics primitive, attribute, vertices, etc. Second, define the object once and then put its description in a display list. So here we have to firstly define the object, and after that we have to describe a display list. A display list is stored in the server and redisplayed by the simple function call issue from the client to server, and this method is called as a retained mode graphics. So what are the disadvantages of display list? A display list requires the memory on the server, and the second is that there is an overhead for creating a display list. Means it's a difficult job to create a display list on the server. So this is the definition and execution of display list. Display list have many things in common with the ordinary files. OpenGL has a set of functions to manipulate the display list and place only a few restrictions on display list content. So OpenGL is used to manipulate the display list, and it places few restrictions on the display content. Display lists are defined similarly to the geometric primitive, and there is a GL new list at has a beginning and a GL end list at the end. We already know that we use a display list we if we want to create a GL display list, then we use the GL new list function, and to end the display file, we use the function GL end list at the end, and the content in between the both the commands. Each display list must have a unique identifier, and usually an integer defined using hash defined directive. Example, suppose here we want to display the box content, so hash define box 1 GL new list box and comma GL underscore compile, then GL begin GL underscore polygon, it is an primitive, GL color 3f 1.0 comma 0.0 comma 0.0, then GL vertices 2f minus 1.0 comma minus 1.0, GL vertex 2f 1.0 comma minus 1.0, GL vertex is vertex 2f 1.0 comma 1.0, GL vertex 2f minus 1.0 comma 1.0, then GL end list. Each time we wish to draw the box on the server, we execute the GL call list box, and note that the present states of the system determine which transformation are applied to the primitive in the display list. So here we have to note that thing. The present state of the system determines which transformation are applied on to the primitive in the display list. In a present state, the system determines which transformation are applied on primitive of the display list. Thus, if we change the model view or projection matrices between the execution of the display list, the box will appear in the different places or even will no longer appear. Example, GL matrix mode in bracket GL underscore projection. So in this way we project the display list for I equals to 1, I less than 5, I plus plus, GL load identity, GL ortho mode 2D, that is a minus 2.0 into I, comma 2.0 comma into I, minus 2.0 into I, comma 2.0 into I, GL call list box. These are the call list of box. Every time that is a GL call list is executed and the box is redrawn with a different clipping rectangle. And in this way, the GL call list is executed and the box is redrawn every time on a different clipping rectangle. The OpenGL stack data structure can be used to keep the matrix and its attribute. So here we use the matrix to keep the attribute and primitive of a data structure into the stack. GL pushed attribute in bracket GL underscore all underscore attrib underscore bits, that is a GL push matrix. Here we push the matrix content at the end of place GL pop attrib function semicolon GL pop matrix, and at the end we pop the attributes as well as the matrix content from the stack. If you are not sure about which number to use for a list, use GL general list number, and this returns the first integer of the number consecutive integer that are used in labels. The function GL calls the function GL call list allow us to execute multiple display lists with a single function call. So this is another method text and display list. So both raster and stroke text require a reasonable amount of code to describe a set of characters. So in both method, that is a raster method and stroke method, it require text require a reasonable amount of code to describe a set of characters. Suppose we have used 12 into 10 pattern of bits to store each character. Suppose we have to use a 12 by 10 pattern of bit to store each character. Then 12 into 10 equals to 120 bit, and therefore 15 byte to store each character. It requires 15 byte to store each character. To define a stroke font, we need many more bytes, and to store the stroke font, we need many more bytes. Means we have required 15 bytes to store the text character, as well as we to define the stroke font, we need more bytes than text character. So filling string and magnified output outline. So this is the input output text we store into the display list, and this is the magnified outline. It will take a significant amount of resources to display a string of character. One way to fix this problem to use display list for each character. So it will take a significant amount of resources to display the string of character. If we want to display the string of character, then it use the amount of resources, significant amount of resources. But one of the way is to fix this problem to use the display list for each character. Here we use the display list for each character, and then we don't need the amount of or more amount of string character, and then store the font on the server via the display list. Similar technique is used to display the bitmap fonts. Bitmap fonts are stored in ROM, and each character is selected and displayed based on a single byte. It's a ASCII code. So that's it about display list. Okay, I hope you will understand. Thank you for watching. So here the third unit is completed.